With the second pick in the 2020 National Sign Day Draft from Holy Names Catholic High School in Windsor, Ontario, tight end Theo Johnson.
Before we get started, take a minute, please, and give Mom and your brothers a big hug from me. This is an important day for all of you, like right now. When you look at Theo, there's a big part of his mom. I know you could say that with most kids and their parents, but maybe even more so with Theo and his mom. Just an unbelievable family, got very close with his mom and her story and how driven she's been and what she means to that family. There was some challenges during COVID because she wasn't able to get across the border. But like always, she just finds a way.
To have my mom at a lot more games this year is going to be huge.
Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go! Oh.
It was a great feeling getting to walk into the stadium and to get to hug her before I walk in, and how proud she was of me.
There he is, there he is. I see him. There he goes, there he goes, there he goes. Big blocks! Woo!
It's kind of surreal. When you have 106,000 fans and your kid's the one that caught the ball.
Pass by Clifford is caught. Theo Johnson.
They're screaming, and some of it may be for him.
Growing up, that's all you want to do is just make your mom proud and give her a little bit of joy in her life.
I dropped him off at school on January 12th of 2020 and could not cross the border again until October 2021. It was a really hard time. There were no hugs before the game, there was no hugs after the game.
Hi, hi, hello. Somehow I got special permission today. Oh, it's so good to see you. How you doing, love?
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys are here.
Yeah.
I often think about my mom and just think about the hard times that we went through and just never wanting to have to see her struggle again. I try and push that to the front of my mind and not let myself slip.
I am really looking forward to being able to just be supportive, because it's what I'm good at.
When I think to my mom, all that she did for us, when I look back now, it's pretty, I don't know, amazing. Like, it's the only word I can really think of what she was able to do with 6 boys.
I have 6 sons. Dominic is my oldest, he's 24. Nathan is almost 23. Theodore is 21. Levi is 19. Michael is 17, almost 18, and Keon is 16. As a family, we moved to Cambridge, Ontario, and there was a couple of pretty significant events that happened in our lives. January 9th of 2009, where I realized that the kids could wake up in the morning and find me dead. I decided that I wasn't going to let my relationship kill me, and that I wasn't going to leave my kids with no mom. So that was the day when I realized it's not going to get any better. I can't fix it. I tried for 11 years.
The abuse, it was for no reason. It was just a frequent occurring thing, and it was abusive and it was toxic. And when you are a stay-at-home mom and you're not providing the income for the family, let's say, and you're dealing with this abusive relationship, it can be hard to leave. My mom was in that relationship for 11 years. The abuse was getting worse from our dad. I kind of told my mom, I was like, Mom, like, if we're gonna leave, like, we have to leave now. Like, we have to leave now. He's gone. Like, whatever we have to do, we just have to leave.
Their dad left town, and that's when I was like, I can exit safely.
We didn't have much of a plan. We just knew that anything was kind of better than what we were going through at the time.
We were homeless and staying in alternate housing from January 19th, 2009 until April 1st, 2009.
Going to the food bank with her, saw her, ask the people, like, hey, like, I know that you're only allowed to give this to a family, but can you just give us a little bit more? Because, I have 6 boys at home, and it's hard to see that, and it's hard to hear that.
My goal at that time was to finish my undergrad. I just knew that I needed a full-time job. When I decided that law school was what I really needed to consider was later in 2009. There are not a whole lot of people that these law schools have encountered that are saying, I think it's a good idea to go to school with 6 children as a single mom. I was relieved that I had been able to accomplish this task.
Things were a certain way for so long, and sitting at that graduation, you started to feel like I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel a little bit, and it was a good feeling because for the majority of my life, it was difficult to see that light.
What makes me most emotional is when the boys say how it impacted them. That's what makes me emotional, is realizing that it mattered to them.
And this time a pass into the back of the end zone, caught. Theo Johnson, 23-yard touchdown catch.
I think about what she's done for me and she has gone through, and I just think to myself, like, I can't give up, because what I'm going through, whether it's just being tired in a meeting or being sore at practice, or it's a 10th play on a drive and I'm gassed, it's nothing compared to what she had to endure. And I just think to myself a lot, like, I can't let her down.